Good afternoon, everybody. How are we? It's a newsy day indeed. And last night we saw the very best of America. After spending nearly 300 days aboard the International Space Station, Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams are back on Earth. These two incredible astronauts were only supposed to be up there for 8 days, but because of the Biden administration's lack of urgency, they ended up spending 9 months in space.
Fellow patriots, welcome back. If you haven't seen today's White House press briefing with Karoline Leavitt, then buckle up, because what just happened is a major turning point in how America reclaims strength on the global stage under real leadership. Grab your coffee, your MAGA hat, and let's break this down the way the mainstream media want before we dive, and don't forget to share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss the truth.
Joe Biden's lack of courage to act boldly and decisively was a big reason why Butch and Suni did not make it back until yesterday. But President Trump doesn't waste time. Immediately after taking office, President Trump directed Elon Musk and SpaceX to rescue these brave astronauts alongside NASA. The president also called the acting administrator of NASA and told her to bring the astronauts home as soon as possible. As acting administrator Janet Petro said herself yesterday, per President Trump's direction, NASA and SpaceX worked diligently to pull the schedule a month earlier. The president looks forward to welcoming Butch and Suni to the Oval Office when they are recovered. This historic mission brings new meaning to President Trump's promise to always look out for the forgotten man and woman. On another important matter, yesterday, President Trump and President Putin spoke about the need for peace and a ceasefire in the Ukraine war. Both leaders agreed this conflict needs to end with a lasting peace, and also stressed the need for improved bilateral relations between the United States and Russia. President Trump also spoke with President Zelensky this morning to align both Russia and Ukraine in terms of their needs and requests. As President Trump has said repeatedly, the precious lives and money that both Ukraine and Russia have been spending in this war would be better spent on the needs of their people. This terrible conflict would have never started with President Trump in charge, but he's determined to end it once and for all. President Trump also promised maximum transparency and a commitment to rebuild the trust of the American people in our intelligence community. Part of that promise was to fully release previously classified records related to the assassination of former President John F. Kennedy, and he made that happen yesterday. This historic release consisted of approximately 80,000 pages of previously classified records that are now published. The records are available to access either online at archives.gov/JFK or in person, accessible to the American people at the National Archives in College Park, Maryland. Records that are currently only available for in-person viewing are being digitized and will be uploaded in the coming days. On another note, positive economic data continues to pour in, showing the immediate impact of President Trump's pro-growth agenda. After suffering a steep decline in the final year of the Biden administration, the manufacturing sector came roaring back in February. Industrial production surged in February, these are new numbers, 3 times at a greater 3 times rate than the expectations to its highest ever recorded level. And President Trump's laser focus on massive deregulation and unleashing our domestic energy industry is leading to stabilities for Americans' bottom lines. As Newsweek summed it up today, gas prices are plummeting under President Trump. And the Trump administration continues to make American communities safer through our ongoing mass deportation campaign of illegal alien criminals. Yesterday, FBI Director Kash Patel announced the agency captured another fugitive from its 10 most wanted list, securing the extradition of Francisco Javier Roman Bardeles, a key senior leader of the brutal MS-13 gang. And the brave men and women of ICE also arrested a number of dangerous aliens across the country in recent days. You will see them on this screen. ICE San Francisco just arrested a citizen of Guatemala convicted of sexual battery. ICE New Orleans arrested a citizen of Ecuador convicted of rape in Suffolk County, New York. ICE Atlanta arrested a citizen of Mexico convicted of assault by strangulation. ICE Dallas arrested a citizen of Mexico convicted of assault with a firearm and rape with a foreign object. And ICE Houston arrested a citizen of Guatemala convicted of indecent sexual contact with a child in Texas. These are heinous criminal alien monsters who the previous administration allowed to flood into our country. And every time President Trump and this team deport one of them, our country becomes safer. Finally, before I open it up to questions, I want to tout how successful our efforts have been in filling out President Trump's administration. There have been a record number of 281 Senate confirmed nominations already, with another 280 in process. Here at the White House, OPM, and GSA, we have filled 100% of the total number of slots. And this is a record number of placements in the first 58 days of any administration, and a testament to the caliber and the sheer quantity of talented people who want to work for President Trump to make America great again.
Today, we witness what leadership looks like. Not the mumbling, stumbling confusion we've seen from Biden's press team, but real, firm, unapologetic America first clarity from Karoline Leavitt, press secretary to President Donald J. Trump. She took the podium following a critical call between President Trump and President Zelensky of Ukraine. And unlike the days of Obama and Biden, where American leadership bent the knee, this time we led with strength and strategy. Let's talk about the partial ceasefire President Trump didn't fly off to another climate summit or issue vague platitudes. He negotiated a real tactical ceasefire aimed at protecting energy and civilian infrastructure. That's right, civilians first. Not globalist interests, not bureaucratic talking points. People, lives, peace. And isn't that what the left claims to want? Yet when Trump delivers it, they say nothing. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Trump pushed for American ownership and protection of Ukrainian energy infrastructure now. Let that sink in, not to conquer, but to shield Ukraine's power grid from Putin's attacks. It's smart and strategic as America putting our technical and military expertise to work, not for endless war, but for stability, and for those who cry imperialism. Maybe they forgot who saved Europe in World War II. America leads because no one else can. Then there's a military defense package, specifically more air defense systems like the Patriot missiles, unlike Biden, who sends billions in hopes of best. Trump is ensuring that every dime strengthens our allies and protects them from Russian aggression, without getting us trapped in another endless war. And let me tell you, Karoline Leavitt handled the press with steel no stammering. No excuses, just facts, clear goals. Tough questions met with tougher answers. That's how you restore respect in the White House briefing room. No rainbow pins, no identity politics, just competence. Oh, and remember when the left cried about the children separated at the border? Well, President Trump is now actively working to return Ukrainian children abducted during war. But will CNN report that? Of course not, because it destroys their false narrative that Trump lacks compassion. Lastly, talks are happening soon in Saudi Arabia for an expanded peace agreement. Let me be clear, Trump doesn't just talk peace. He makes it happen. That's the art of the deal, folks. That's how we bring stability without sending American sons and daughters into war zones for globalist games. This briefing was more than just words. It was a declaration that America is back. Not to apologize, not to lecture, but to lead. So here's what you need to do. Smash that like button if you stand with America first. Comment below. Do you trust Trump's strategy in Ukraine more than Biden's globalist blunders? And subscribe for more real talk, real news, and unapologetic patriot truth. We the people are wide awake and we're not going anywhere. God bless you. God bless President Trump. And God bless the United States of America.